Hello everybody, it's Anne from Anne's Stampin'Up. Welcome to another card making day here in Simcoe, Ontario. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here, and if you live in Canada and you don't have your own demonstrator, you can shop with me. You can reach me at stampsandtea@gmail.com, or my demonstrator website is stampsandtea.stampinup.net. So we're going to make a card today using the Beary Cute bundle. Parts of the Beary Cute bundle. The bundle is on page 23 in the mini catalogue, and you get the stamps and dies for the bundle, which is the stamps and a punch for the bundle. The punch punches out the beautiful bear, and so you get the stamps and the bear punch for $57.50. If you buy the whole suite, you get let me move that up. You get the DSP, you get the Memories and More cards, the Memories and More envelopes, the gems, the Snowy Sky embossing folder, the stamps and the punch, and some beautiful velvet ribbon. It's beautiful. The suite for the whole collection is $138.25, pages 22-23 in the mini catalogue. I'm going to show you the DSP. I'm going to take it all out of the package. Don't worry about it later. So we've got the beautiful polar bears. We've got more polar bears here on ice floes, and you get 2 sheets of each pattern. That's got beautiful stars on the back. There's the red Scandinavian pattern with deer, moose, elk, fox, rabbits. There's even a seal or a sea lion on there. This one here is more polar bears and trees, just a smaller size, with beautiful trees on the back. You've got snowflakes with bear paws and presents on the back, and then you've got this beautiful paper with all the presents on, and it has a green Scandinavian pattern on the back. Today we are going to cut out a piece of this paper, and I've already done it just so I didn't mess it up. And let me see if I can show you where it is. There it is, right there on the corner. It's right on the bottom corner, this piece here. That's what we're going to use to put on our card today. Okie doke. For the inside of the card, we're going to use a piece of the bear paw paper. This one, we're going to use a piece of this for the inside of the card, because it's light enough and you can still write on it. So let me just pop this out of the way, and I'll put it all back together later, and I'll show you what we've got for the card. Now I do need my paper trimmer in here. We've got a piece of balmy blue cardstock, and it's a different size. It's 8.5 by 4 1/4, and we're going to score it at 4 1/4 to make a square card. So 4 1/4, and we're going to score it at 4 1/4. Now, while we've got the paper trimmer out, we're going to turn this card, and if you're looking at your card this way, you've scored it down the center. The left hand panel you are going to score from the top left corner down to the other score mark. So I'm just going to set this in my paper trimmer and score here. Close it up and score it corner to corner. Alright, so we've got a 4 1/4 score there on the long side, then we've got a corner to corner score on this half only. We've got the beautiful Starry Sky embossing folder, and it's a 3D embossing folder. You can sort of see it there when I'm tilting it. It's got some big snowflakes and some little snowflakes, and I'm going to just emboss the half of the card that we embossed corner to corner. I'm going to emboss the whole half of the card, that whole side there. I'm going to put it in the embossing folder, and at the bottom of the embossing folder you've got a tiny little edge where there's no pattern. Okay, so I'm going to line my line up, my score line up, just above the bottom edge of my folder, and I'm going to take this and run it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Now, because it's a 3D embossing folder, you only need plate number 1 and plate number 4, and I'll be right back. So there is my card that I've just embossed. I embossed half. I'm going to fold this over like this. Just press it down gently, because we don't want to press the embossing out. We're going to fold this again on the score line that we made. Just press it down gently. You're pressing gently because you don't want to press the embossing out. Now, you can run your bone folder over it to get a nice sharp crease. It really isn't necessary, but you can do it. So then this card is going to become an easel card, and it's going to stand up like that. Let me show you, like that. Okay, we're going to decorate this card. We're going to add a couple of bits to it, and we'll have a lovely card when we're finished. So we have this piece, which is going to go on the inside. So we've got a 4 1/4 inch square here. So this is 4 1/8 because I just want a tiny border around the outside. And you see it's the bear paws, and it's really light enough that you could write your greeting right there on the card. All right, so I'm just going to pop that on the inside. And doesn't matter which way the paws go. I'm putting mine, I'm just putting mine to the top. So we've got about a 1/16 of an inch all the way around. There, that's the inside. And on the front, when we fold this over, we're going to put this little piece that I cut from the DSP. And this piece is 2 3/4 wide by 3 1/4 down, and I'm going to mount it on a piece of basic white, which is again just going to have a 1/16 of an inch around. So this is 2 7/8 by 3 3/8, just goes like that. And we'll put it on the basic white, 1/16 of an inch, just a nice little border just to frame it around. And then this piece, we're going to put it on the front of the card, but we're going to close the card to do that, so that we can line this up in the center of the card, just like that. But we're only going to put adhesive on this bottom corner here. We're not going to go right to the corners. We're going to go from about a 1/4 inch from the top down and a 1/4 inch from the side down. So let me turn that over. So we've got this piece, and it's about a 1/4 inch from the top, and then we want this piece 1/4 inch from the bottom, and then I'm going to put a piece across, so I've got like a triangle of adhesive. There, you can sort of see it there. That's the bottom, the side, and then we're going to lie this right down in the center of the card front. I'm going to open the card and hope we don't have any adhesive. We don't. So you see, that's how it's going to sit. It's going to sit up like this. It's going to be lovely. And then we've got, from the stamp set, we've got a stamp that says Merry Christmas. And I'm going to stamp that in real red. Oops, got a bit of red on the corner there. I'm going to stamp that just on a piece of basic white. Oh, I should have my, because these are photopolymer stamps, there's no foam layer on the stamps. Nice. Missed the end there. I'm going to do it again. There, that's better. close the red up. And then all I'm going to do is cut this straight across, mount it on a piece of red, real red cardstock. So we'll bring in the paper cutter again. Which one am I using? This one. I'm going to cut that straight across. It's about, we're going to make it about a ½ inch when we're finished, so we're going just over ½ inch. Just go a little further so I get all my letters in there. There. And then I'm just going to trim this just a tiny little bit. There. So that's how much I took off. I mean, but it wasn't worth the bother, but it was bugging me. Okay. And then we're going to put this on a piece of real red cardstock, but I think I'm just going to take my snips, oops, here, and trim this down so it's fairly close to the letters. There and there. We're going to put this out of the way. I'm going to just put this on a scrap of real red, and I'm just keeping it square, so I'm going to line it up right at the bottom corner of the piece of real red. Now I only have to trim 2 edges, so let's see if I can do it. And we're just making this just again about a 1/16 of an inch border. There. And we're going to put this up on a couple of dimensionals. What have I got here? There. So we're going to put the card, we're going to stand the card up, and whoops, we're going to turn this the right way. We're going to stand the card up and see where the easel rests. Now you can put this wherever you like, but this is going to be the anchor for the easel. So your easel is sitting right, you know, just let it rest, stand it up, let it rest, and then put this so that it holds it in place. Now I would say try and get it even here and here. Just like that. There. And then your card will stand up against it. And you've got a beautiful little easel card. Simple as that. Really quick to make. You know, used stamps and DSP and the embossing folder. So that's today's card. A nice little easel card. I don't know which way to turn it to show you. Maybe that way. It sits up nicely from corner to corner. It's my own design. If you want to copy and share it, please do so. Just see where you learned the technique. And if you do make it, just use the angel stamp, the Stampin' Up angel stamp that just says all the supplies used were Stampin' Up supplies. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next week. Bye.